saw her moving by a couple days ago at my play. At the corner of my eye, I'm like, that's Sandy Surf, as I'm on my computer, that's Sandy Surf, and then she's gone, you know? But I just want to say how much I appreciate all these years later of your continually supporting what I do and coming out today to be at the Xena convention. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
His advice was to be serious, not silly. What's your advice?
Oh, my advice to be the president of the world?
Leadership advice.
Leadership advice, oh my gosh, how can time? I don't know from, it's usually people. And then I think about them, and I do all sorts of I'm a meditative type person, I do meditate. But I just think about people, I think about it. Anyway, that's what inspires my art now. And then with my projects, the plays, well, I'm doing 1984 right now because I was really frustrated. Culture of kindness, it's the culture of acceptance, it's the culture of equality. That's what the show means to me, and that's what you guys are, you know, showing up and being, all of us together. So that's the legacy to me. I definitely appreciate it more every year as I get older. Unconditional love, period. And then as you move on in life, you realize how special this show is. How special the friendship is, the love, the marriage, the seeing each other. It's so beautiful. I'm so Gabrielle, guys, I'm sorry.
But when Xena breaks her back and...
That's your favorite moment? You let her in here.
No, my favorite moment is your reaction.
Oh.
Because you break your vow of peace to save her life.
You are Gabrielle. Look, see? I see you.
I'm like gonna cry.
Yeah, I get it. I see you, sister.
So, I wanted to know how you personally balance the tension of fighting for the greater good or living for love and hoping and holding on to that.
Are you talking about me personally? You're going really deep, aren't you?
I just want, is that okay? I'm sorry. How do you balance the reality of knowing that there's violence and darkness?
Oh shoot, you're not really going to ask me that.
That's okay.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. How do you do it? That's my question. That's where we're all here, is to question it. All I can do is do the best I can do. That's what I've realized, you know. And I try to be mindful of how I live in the world and all that means. And you know, stuff happens. Stuff happens, you know. But anyway, I'm so glad to be here. Yeah. I'm so glad y'all are here. So, yeah. Anyway, just keep your head on. I live in the jazz. What do you mean?
We got movies, we got radio, we got television, we got social media.
Yeah, so I stick to kind of old form, meaning now it's theater, like how old can you get, right? But I'm going back to my original roots and my passion for theater. I love film, I love television now. I finally fell in love with television. And honestly, guys, I didn't watch a lot of TV after Xena. Just interesting.
Over to be an ice cream flavor and an ice cream. What would be what you call it? And would there be a difference between Peaceful Gabrielle and the Fighting Gabrielle?
Oh my gosh, multiple parts. Cotton candy? Yeah, too sweet. Sherbet. Any color sherbet. Sherbet. And then what was the other question?
If there's a difference between flavors of Peaceful Gabrielle versus Fighting.
Peaceful Gabrielle's vanilla. Fighting Gabrielle is Rocky Road. The deeper one, I still love the debt. When that was so pretty. I love that debt. RJ and you, RJ and Steve, yeah. That was the first really moment that it was just wonderful. I remember I was still there filming it. That's how much it was so strong. And then the comedies, I keep thinking of A Day in the Life. I just remember this old hut, shack thing, and what's that? The hot tub? I don't remember that. Should I remember that? I never liked the water scenes, guys. I mean, come on. No, the water scenes weren't fun. I mean, obviously they look like they're fun. But yeah. It was, what's that?
What's the water hot?
I'm gonna stick to Day in the Life. I loved that episode. That was so much fun. That was a bad idea, but you guys are taking me back to remembering what it was like to film. It was so much fun. It really was. That was a fun day because we're sitting on the bank, and honestly, it kind of felt like it was a bit of a holiday because we weren't doing something more strenuous or crying, you know. And it was a ball until the fish kept coming, and the eels kept coming, and then suddenly it wasn't as much fun. And then lunch came, and then I was the one that no one wanted to sit next to. But that's okay. You can watch that off. That was really fun. Thanks for reminding me. I heard the French, but I don't remember it, but I do remember Olympia, the Italian actress. I thought she was wonderful. She was great. Yes. That's the only one I heard, but spot on. Yeah. Of course, thank you. Welcome.
As you know, but because so many of the hardcore knuckles are here and some beautiful new people, it's kind of like home ground. Yes. What? Holy smokes, have we got some questions? Because I don't have any speeches on me. What's going on, darling? And let me tell you, I'm so far out of my comfort zone. And you just go, the way I deal with it is that I think everybody who's ever been in my position has felt this way, that it's part of the journey, it's part of the process. So that's how I deal with it. I might be kidding myself, I might just be a massive failure. But the way I push through self-doubt is to go, oh no, it's part of it. And also, just stick to the knitting, just get down and do the work. You don't sit on your hands going, oh, I think it's going to be okay. You actually have to just do the dog's body boring grind. You know, you've got to grind it out sometimes, and then magic happens. But it doesn't happen on its own. Mostly it doesn't happen on its own. That's it. Thank you for the question. That was a good question. Let's keep it down back here. Yes, darling, sorry, 6th season, what?
So, did Xena and Gabrielle break up when they came back from hell? And what was going on between them with Eve? And there was just a lot of distance between them, and it's been going on and on about it.
So annoying, isn't it? I wish that I had have watched the 6th season. So
In what era of their relationship do you think that they were like, listen, we're best friends?
okay, yeah, I get it. I'm not a child. Season 1, thank you, sir. Season 1, episode 3. Yes. No, that's been the most surprising and the most delightful and what's the word? You just go, ooh, that is sort of transcendent, transcends any of our intentions. We just wanted to entertain. And all that, the side effects out in society, the things that you guys did, what the fan base did in their own communities, in the name of the greater good sort of thing, the ethos of the show was the magic, that's the alchemy. So, no, very surprising, huge honour to be associated with anything that provided inspiration for such a force for good. Yeah. So no, didn't see it coming, but thank you.
I don't know what, how to feel as a woman, but I just want to know how did you feel when they gave that love when you first know that you can't, give her this on one episode.
I was a little excited. But aside from that, an initial frizz-on of excitement, it was a little bit like kissing someone like, say, Kevin Smith, Aries, because Kevin, we would always do those sort of kissy-poo scenes, and then he'd go, and I go, it's amazing, isn't it? He goes, yeah, no swing. Zero chemistry off screen. Look great on screen, and we're good friends, and I so respect, each other, we really rate one another, but no swings. So sexual chemistry, which I think is what you're asking about, is a, I don't know, it's a pheromone thing, so it's kind of a hot body, I mean, and, I'm not, it's just, it's a job, man. And somebody's got to do it. Yeah, he would freak out if I was to kiss him these days. And I'm like, I'll just answer whatever you ask, I'm going to answer it. So I don't actually plan, I'm being serious now, I don't.
No, Gabrielle will have one.
No, I think she would still be on Twitter because that's the fighting place. I'm pissed about that, Steve. WTF. You know what? You're right, Texas. You're right. He was wrong.
Open to a podcast, because then you don't have to.
That is so smart. I know because Trisha Helfer does it for Battlestar. We've never discussed that, have we? I hate to say it. Is this true? But that's hitting your pitch. Keep it up.
I disagree, I like her voice, I'm sorry. Right?
No,
Yeah. But you mean it's characters, the characters, right?
Oh, the characters.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, Xena, we told you.
When you were filming all 6 seasons of Xena, did one of you or both of you play any pranks on each other?
Not good ones.
They were brilliant. They were old school. Put the Vaseline on the doorknob. Was it glad wrap over the toilet? Did I do that? Or I thought about it at least.
You did that.
Okay. You're so rude.
Boy, was I surprised. But you're supposed to put it under the seat. On top of the seat. I was just like, this is sanitized.
Hold on. What about,
Don't say it, Renee.
remember you dressed up with some hat, a wig, you had a mustache.
Oh, I was dressed as a dude.
Yeah, and she went down to be security. That's right. On the set.
I was that's right, I was wearing a moustache.
Yeah.
And actually I was in a costume, so I looked like an extra, but a very handsome one. And I was saying to the props guy, who I deal with every day, he stands like 6 feet from me, and I was going, am I turning you on? Turning you on. And he was so unnerved because he thought he knew me. He was a last time, actually. Sorry, it's dry as a lizard.
Is the L word still in production? Sorry, is it?
Thanks, darling.
Hi, I'm Andrea from Houston. Nice to meet you too. I have a quick comment and then a question. So, when I was 8 years old, that's the first time I ever saw a Xena episode, and I grew up in a very cultural, limited household where the woman had a specific role growing up, and I didn't know I had any other purpose in life except what they told me. And then I saw Xena, and I was like, wow, I can be a badass person. And that was the first time any representation in my life that a woman can be more than what they told me. And I cannot thank you. Career right now, where I just get a lot because I'm a woman, and if it wasn't for the entire cast, crew, writers of Xena Warrior Princess, I don't think I would be the person that I am today, so thank you very much.
Steve, that's you, Thank you. There's no trudging through the sand. She just clicks in and clicks out like Bewitched or Genie. Oh no, she's got spiders in her mouth. I don't want that. Hello, yes.
Things on the show that you think are getting the attention of the new viewing today, new fans?
I'm amazed. I'm amazed how many new people there are here actually. Like I did the meet and greet and all but one was completely new. It was like, wow, and dudes from, it's just amazing.
So when was the first time you saw the show? Like how old were you when you watched it?
I mean, I was a teenager, like 14.
You look 60.
I was in 1992.
It's such an honor. Honestly, you just think it's over in 6 years, and here we are all these years later. So, got to credit the writers with that too. Well done, Steve. Jealous I didn't get to sing was Joxer the Mighty. Because my favourite would be Yellow. Sing it now. I love it. Joxer the Mighty roams through the countryside, little Gabby at his side, going to Gabby as a sidekick, fighting with his little stick. Across the singing songs, leading mighty all day long. But the recording booth when I was doing something else, and the sound guy played it for Rob, not saying who sang it. And he went, oh God, that's great, we should use that for the burial scene. And he said, who is that? And it's Lucy. Went, no, it's not. So that was how that happened. But it's full of pain and longing and all that stuff. So I think it kind of, bled through. Thank you. And she was just a wild party girl. And in the punk scene, so even though she was a good bit older than the kids she was hanging out with, she was there and really liked to party. So it's quite, she's outrageous.
So it's more entertaining, it's not just about...
Yeah, my drive is always to entertain, you know, I don't want to take you on an intellectual journey about born in 1951 and
1984.
What?
I'm working on the play right now. It's 1984, the George Orwell novel.
You are? Oh yeah, you are.
That he wrote in 1949, and it's all about the authoritarian regime and basically taking the Russian. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, but it's funny because I was curious because it's sort of, I've been working on it for a while and it's so dark. I'm trying to find. I was trying to find other ways to have fun and lighten up. And I was just wondering, what do you do?
You know, I saw a thing called North by Northwest. I'll tell you what they did. It's just awesome devices for storytelling that just makes it fun and makes it move along. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, back to you. Grades are amazing. And Squid. Squid. What's yours? Sorry.
You know, I was saying it's just, I don't have a deep sea love, but no, the seahorses. not even close, but yeah.
My favorite deep sea creatures is seagulls. What's your name?
Alfredo.
Alfredo. What did your character teach you, Ren? We can't relate to the characters as you do because we're too inside the mechanics and everything, so it might be more about the experience of playing them, that it taught me to stick to the knitting. There's times when you want to go off and have a sexier time doing, you know, something more fun. Like all those people who do sitcoms, they only work like 2 or 3 days a week, and the rest of the time they're all over the magazines. Well, we were 9 months in production and could do nothing else. You didn't even see your family in that time, right? So it taught me that you can't get all infatuated with other things. You've got to stick to the knitting and make it good and love where you are and love who you're with. Otherwise, I think that's what gives the legacy, right? That you're giving everything you have. You know, you're not chasing off after some partial little project and throw the baby out with the bathwater. Does that make sense?
I totally agree, yeah. I mean, just being in New Zealand, sort of being removed from America and living there, my focus was how to do the best job I could do every day. And then I think work ethic, just the work ethic was pivotal, you know, for me.
Massive. Okay, what do we have to do, Brittany?
Sing and dance!
What should we do, kids? What should we sign off with?
More questions.